Trump reportedly derailed a meeting with G7 leaders when he insisted Russia should be readmitted to the group, and everyone slapped him down.
Here's a summary of the article.
President Donald Trump derailed a major meeting with world leaders at the annual Group of Seven summit on Saturday evening after he insisted that Russia should be re-invited to the international gathering, The Washington Post reported Tuesday. The president interrupted talks of the fires in the Amazon and Iran's nuclear capacity by advocating for Russia to be readmitted to the gathering of industrialized nations at a dinner in Biarritz, France on Saturday night. While most of the world leaders staunchly believed they should, Trump didn't. A senior official at the meeting told the Post that Trump crossed his arms and appeared to take a more physically combative stance as multiple leaders rejected his comments. The U.S. will host next year's G7 gathering, so Trump may have the power to unilaterally re-invite Putin to the meeting. 1 year ago, in Canada, President Trump suggested re-inviting Russia to the G7, stating openly that Crimea's annexation by Russia was partially justified. And that we should accept this fact. Under no condition can we agree with this logic, European Council President Donald Tusk told reporters over the weekend. Trump hasn't mentioned Crimea or suggested that Russia would need to make any concessions in order to rejoin the group as part of his recent push.
This post received a score of 43,178, with an upvote ratio of 83%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than Trump's comments initiated a discussion at the dinner about whether the leaders should assign any special weight to being a democracy. The Post reported. While most of the world leaders staunchly believed they should, Trump didn't. Excuse me, WTF?
Can you imagine an American president saying that? Because 5 years ago I would have told anyone suggesting such a thing could happen that they were fucking nuts.
I remember G.W. Bush saying something along the lines, a dictatorship would be a lot easier to govern, in an obviously joking way, and everyone got really offended. That seems so sane right now.
Yeah. A big deal was made of that and he was joking. Nothing will be made of this since it is just another turd on the pile. Holy shit, the uproar if Obama said this.
Asking for Dijon mustard was a scandal during Obama years.
Yet ketchup on a well-done steak. That's okay. Odd times we live through.
We're in the middle of the condiment war and we don't even realize it.
If Demolition Man taught me anything, it's that Taco Bell wins.
Man of culture.
And yet he doesn't know about the 3 seashells.
I bet the Donald isn't used to crowds this hostile. Must be quite a shock to go from a bunch of yes men in the Oval Office to a table full of people who reject his idiocy out of hand.
Lol, he still heard a room of yeses. He just blocked all the voices saying no. He's good at that.
He tweeted about how all of the world leaders were asking why the media wanted America to fail or some shit. Donald, I don't understand. Why is the media so unfair to you? In our country, the media is always on the side of politicians and not at all critical. How do you find the courage for such bravery? Also, your hair is magnificent and your tan absolutely perfect. And such big hands for a man who's in such physical perfection. That is especially funny if you remember how Macron and Merkel were hung out to dry by their respective local media companies. Especially in Merkel's early years.
Imagine having an alternate version of Trump in a country that is already fucked up. Well, welcome to my Brazilian life.
I don't understand how Bolsonaro was elected. I don't understand how Trump was either, it's just all confusing.
What amuses me the most is that we live in an era that information is easily available and yet it seems that people are becoming dumber.
The skills to logically digest its meaning are lacking. Hate the government? Hey, give to our nonprofit organization that will stop big government from warping your kid's mind with vaccines. This misappropriation of information will persist as long as the utility of satiating one's own ego dominates the value derived from obtaining the truth. I am actually heading to a pretty remote destination this week and will have no internet or cell access for some time.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.